And so why is that? Why is that mindfulness helps us to learn more about ourselves? So I want to give you an example. Today, I was coaching a business owner who has a small team, and she walks. She walks when we coach. And so it's actually a win-win for her because she's so busy with her business that's growing and scaling that she doesn't have enough time to get enough movement in. And being a marathon runner, just moving her body is like ABC for her. When she moves her body, she really comes back to center. It really helps her throughout her week to thrive. And so maybe that's the first part of knowing yourself, knowing what are the things in your week that if you do more of, they're going to support you. And during the coaching, we also want to seek to understand, but you don't always have time to be coached or mentored by somebody. And that's where mindfulness really comes in. That's valuable because every time you practice mindfulness, you drop into actually seeing like a little bit more of you. And sometimes we don't like seeing what's going on in our hearts. Sometimes it's not so nice. Sometimes we don't like seeing what's on our mind, and it scares us. Sometimes we don't like how we're feeling in our body, the resistance we're feeling. So all this is actually amazing because the moment you actually notice what's going on, the more you can actually work with it. And then you have the power really to master. And when you know yourself, you can also know what you need and who could support you. So I'm going to practice with you now a mindfulness meditation that I practiced with her because she's so busy in her week. And she told me that she had to cram everything into a week. You know, sometimes when you've got a few kids and you've got parents and parents-in-law, sometimes some people are sick, sometimes somebody's sick on your team. Sometimes somebody's away on your team and then you have to fill in for them. So all these things create pressure, and good on you for actually being able to manage your week and being able to navigate that. And, you know, mindfulness isn't only about just, you know, everything being peaceful and calm. That's a huge myth. Mindfulness is really about being present with what is, even if you are rushing. So if you notice that you're rushing in your week, that's fine. That's fine. You can have a week that's super busy. We just want to make those moments where we can tap into ourselves, where we can pause, when we can breathe and notice what's really going on. And that's actually a huge part of what I'd say why my clients actually like partnering with me and like working with me, because it's a moment where we actually have a look and process. Sometimes we process the week. We process, you know, what's been going on, and we do it in a way where we curiously look at what's been happening and what's been serving me, what's been serving my team, what's been serving the business, and what isn't. So I'm looking at myself and how I'm showing up as a leader, how I'm showing up in managing my team and maybe leading and influencing my team, and how is that serving the business? How's that growing the business? Is that good for our customers, what we've been doing? How have we been collaborating? And so just as you are watching, you know, this video or even listening, just like already now, practice mindfulness and take a few breaths, tap into the breathing. Whenever we breathe, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So do that while you're listening to me. So just breathing in and breathing out. I like to, you can see my ADD right in this call now, or in this video now, how I jump around. But basically, I'm just inviting you to breathe in life, breathing in life and breathing out any tension. Breathing in life and breathing out any tension. So where was I? Okay, let me go back. So now I'm coaching this business owner who has a small but mighty team. She's scaling it, and she's had a radically busy week. So just meeting with me is like a moment for her to also breathe, because we walk during the meditation. And so it's, again, I said it's a win-win, because she can move her body. And so she's walking. I'm actually going to put a picture in now of what she sent me a photo on WhatsApp while we were walking, because she walked through a beautiful garden. But, you know, she's walking, and as she's processing her week together with me, and we're talking about it, and she's learning about herself. So what is she learning? She's learning how, for example, one of the things we spoke about is she has 2 kids, and she noticed how when she's with her kids, or even with one kid, you know, her mind's always working. And she said she's rushing, and she'd really like to be more present with her kids. And so that is so true. Just as an example, I was speaking to another manager afterwards, and she was telling me how her boss, when she's on a call, even on a team call, he's on his laptop. And so even he's not able to be present. And I think being present is the biggest gift that we can give the people that we're with. But, you know, it's not an easy thing to do, because I think the biggest problem that we have is we are used to multitasking. So we're used to doing multiple things at once. And the technology that we have creates that. So already now, as I'm talking to you, try and think about how this happens to you. Where are you not present? Where are you when you're in conversation, not present with the people in front? And so you're already learning about yourself and seeking to understand where are those moments where you're not present. So I'm going to, again, summarize a few examples. So this business owner that I was coaching this morning, she said, shows up with her kids, where she'd really like to be more present with her kids. So that's one place. Like, how are you present with your family? This other manager that I was coaching, she was telling me that she noticed that her boss is not present, and that's rude, she said to me. And she finds it disrespectful. So if you're managing people, where are you not present with them? And again, so how we can seek to understand this is we can notice what causes me to not be present. Is it because I have so much that I need to do, that I have deliverables? Is it because I'm excited about something? So just knowing yourself and starting to understand what takes me away from the present moment of being fully present. So what we want to do is we want to build this curiosity muscle, where we can start understanding more about ourselves. And how we can also do that is when we drop into meditation and we start noticing what takes our mind away. So the minute you start meditating, you start noticing, like, what's on my mind? Like, what's going on? And so when you sit in meditation, what's going to happen is you're going to either notice thoughts because something's top of mind. Okay, so maybe something happened in your past, and like, let's say this week, something's going on, and that's taking up some capacity, like some brain space. Or something in the future you could be excited about, you could be worried or fearful about in the future, something. So your mind is often in the past or in the future. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All we want to do is we want to learn more about ourselves. We want to know what's going on. So that's, okay, our thinking. If we have an emotion or emotions that are really dominant, we're going to notice that. So let's say I'm really frustrated about something, or I'm annoyed about something, or let's say I'm really excited about something, or I'm nervous about something, or I'm even angry. I'm going to notice that. I'm going to notice that emotion because it's going to be quite dominant right now. So another thing that can be happening is I could be noticing sound. There may be sound in the room that's really, something might be going on in the next door room, something might be going on some building near me. So what's going to happen, whatever dominant, is going to come to the front. when we drop into silence and we meditate. And that's all good. That's fantastic. So we spoke about thoughts, we spoke about emotions, we spoke about sound. What about what's going on in your body? So let's say you have a headache or you have some pain somewhere in your body, you're going to notice that. And, if you don't have any chronic pain, but you drop into silence and you notice, oh, my stomach's sore, you may notice, okay, what's going on here? Why is my stomach sore? Maybe you have a presentation coming up. So all this is really valuable information. What I like to invite you to do is meet that. Meet whatever's coming up for you, but you meet it in a curious way. You meet it in a mindful way. Instead of rejecting, you want to actually breathe into it and be present with what is. And then afterwards, we can see, okay, what's going on? I'm going to now do a meditation practice with you. I'm going to put some music on in the background, and I'm going to invite you to maybe even do a walking meditation with me. You may be listening to this while you're walking, so that's fantastic. You could carry on walking. So stay with me, and let's start the meditation off by saying welcome. Welcome in your name. I'll say welcome, Sam. And let's just breathe in and breathe out. Let's just take 3 breaths. So you're walking, and as you're walking, you're breathing in and breathing out. And just notice your body as you're walking step by step. Feeling each step purposely. Maybe feeling how your feet feel in your shoes, maybe in your sneakers. What do your arms feel like as you're walking step by step? As you're walking purposefully, mindfully, breathing in and breathing out, notice the surroundings. Where are you? Just taking it all in. What are your eyes seeing? What are your ears hearing? And as you're walking, breathing in and breathing out, I'm going to be silent for a minute. I'm going to let you just be. We call it open awareness in mindfulness, to see what comes into, your present moment. And so breathing in and breathing out, continue to walk. And coming back to my voice and your breath, breathing in and breathing out, and just notice now where your awareness is, just paying attention to where your awareness is, just registering that. and continuing to walk, breathing in and breathing out. And again, coming back to your breath, noticing where your awareness is. And as we come to the end of this mindful walking meditation, yay, you meditated. Let's just invite in some gratitude for this time that you took, to drop into the stillness, walking mindfully. Knowing yourself, seeking to understand with curiosity. And just know that this is also a time of healing. So well done. I'm going to stop the background music. Yay, you did it. So I'm so proud of you. You can do this practice when you're in the office. You can walk to get a glass of water in between your meetings and just breathe. We don't breathe enough. And so just wanting to honor you for showing up here today, for being curious around learning more about mindfulness. And if you like this video, please share it. Please share it. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube, where I'm going to be teaching more and more around how you can integrate mindfulness into your work and into your life to be a better leader, to manage better, to know yourself, to be a better person, and to be more successful from the inside out. Happiness and being calm is an inside job. It's not about what goes on the outside. You can be sure of it, because the more you actually achieve things on the outside, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to be happy on the inside. The more money you're making doesn't mean you're going to be happy on the inside. Of course, it helps. But what we want to do in parallel with being so successful, we want to actually bring that attention within to learn more about ourselves and what's really important for us, what serves us, what builds our energy, and what brings our energy down. And so thank you for listening, and I look forward to meeting you again soon. And just wherever you are in the world, because I'm coaching leaders in 30 different countries all over the world, just have a continued beautiful day and bring that magic not only to yourself, but also to others. So bye for now, Samantha, Amit.